Hello people, there is something I've observed over the years. I've come to understand that people that are very good always suffer so much. Now I want you to watch this video and I'll come back to make a statement to why I said what I just said now. Watch this video.
All right, so I see a lot of posts of different people laughing at me and mocking me, say I did do giveaway and my mother did a drag for 2,000, 3,000 for bank. You understand? Say my mother an ordinary school teacher, I for don't open business for her, blah 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 blah. You see, the truth is I don't blame you people. Now the year Nigerian government where we get now in concern, because normally the welfare of teachers in this country is supposed to be above the roof. There are some professions in this country that don't get paid for the efforts that they put into the system, and that is teaching. That's why you go open your mouth, they call school teacher ordinary.
So this is VDM speaking. You see, listen to me. I want to make it very clear. Whenever I talk about VDM, I'm not trying to stand in. I'm just trying to add to what he's doing. I want to publicize. I want to tell people that VDM is a role model to Nigerian youth. Now, VDM's mom had some issues in which her account was being debited, and she told her son they went to GTB bank to know why her account was being debited. That was not a battle. Whether it is 2 naira, whether it's 5 naira, is not of anybody's business. But some people were saying that why must VDM's mom be fighting over 200,000 naira? That is a small money. Why can't VDM give his mother more money, this and that? Why is she a teacher? Blah, blah, blah. People were insulting VDM that is fighting for the common people, for the voiceless, for the commoners, for people who do not have voices to speak up in the society. Are you telling me that VDM cannot afford 10 million naira to give to his mom? Of course he can afford that. But he wants to set a pace. He wants to make sure that we are responsible for our actions and inactions. That's what he wants to portray. He went to the bank to know why the mom's account was being debited. Did he do any bad thing? And people started to badmouth. People began to insult him. That why must his mom be fighting over 200,000 naira? Why can't she fight for it? The money belongs to her. Now, VDM's mom is a teacher. We do not respect people that brought us up in Nigeria. We do not revere people that are adding to the economy, to the growth of the national system. We don't appreciate them. Teachers should be appreciated. Medical doctors, engineers, architects, these people should be held in a very high esteem. But we don't do it. We want to revere people that are spraying money in public. We want to revere the thieving politicians. We want to revere people that are stealing. People that are not contributing to the economy. But people like VDM's mom, people will not respect her. There is nobody in that country, in any part of the world, who is not brought up by a teacher. So teachers should be number one in any society. VDM can afford any amount of money for his mom, but he wanted to set a pace that we must respect people that are working for the country. There is dignity in labor. And people online were talking all sorts of rubbish. That why can't VDM give for millions of dollars so that she wouldn't complain about 200,000 in the GT bank? That is not the way to function in society. That's why things are going down the tubes. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody's learning skills. Nobody's acquiring handiwork. Nobody's doing the right thing. Everybody wants a shortcut to process. And when you fight for those people, they will come back to insult you, to badmouth you, to call you names, the way they're calling VDM names. VDM is trying to set a standard in that country, that teachers should be respected, that medical doctors should be respected and appreciated. People that are contributing in one way or the other, growing the economy, growing the national security, growing everything we're doing in that country, should be appreciated. You don't have to appreciate people that are looting the treasury of states, I appreciate people that are doing 419 businesses. Because somebody spraying money, you feel like that person has money. But people like VDM's mom, you don't respect them. She's going after her money. These are hard-earned money. Whether it's 2 naira, whether it's 5 naira, it's not anybody's business. She has to ask why the money is being debited. And people began to talk all sorts of nonsense. Suppose tomorrow you have similar problem. Won't you call on VDM to help you? By the way, VDM has been helping people to retrieve stolen money. People that engage in fraudulent activities, people that engage in business they didn't know about and their money was stolen. VDM has been there to retrieve these monies from them. Can't you appreciate good things of life? You come to Facebook, you come to Instagram, YouTube, you be writing all manners of rubbish, nonsense, just because you feel you can write. And these are the same people that are suffering in that country. VDM is there to help you, but you go and badmouth, you go and talk just because you are displaying hatred and envy against a person that is helping solve problems in that country. How many people have done what VDM has done? How many people can stand up and be in line to do what VDM is doing? The young guy has sacrificed his life for the good of the society, for the good of the poor, of the voiceless, downtrodden. Why can't we appreciate people like VDM? He went to ask why the mother's account was being debited, and people came after him. Why can't you give your mom 200,000 naira? Why can't you lodge millions of naira into her account? The mom is a teacher. She derives joy from being a teacher. That is where she has the compassion. She has the glory. She's happy having a bond with those children she's raising. That's why she's doing it. Not that VDM cannot afford any amount of money for his mom. But the mom is working to show that VDM came from a responsible family. And VDM learned a lot of things from his mom, based on what he said this morning. He said that he learned a lot of things: compassion, love, humanity, humanitarianism, everything from his mom. And that is what the mom is displaying today, by still working as a teacher, bonding with students, with scholars, teaching them the ethics of life. This is the kind of person we should appreciate and revere in society. Not people that spray money, billionaires, they don't know how they make their money from. Criminals, looting governors, ministers. Nigeria should begin to wise up. You don't have to insult or badmouth somebody like VDM that is working tirelessly for the survivability of the society. If we can have more VDMs in that country, the country will begin to change. This is what Traore is doing in Burkina Faso, trying to change the face of the country. That my people have suffered so much. Enough is enough. I'm going to do things differently. This is how it should be. So let's respect our teachers. Let's respect our medical doctors that save lives. Let's respect our engineers that do all kinds of construction. Let's appreciate our business people who are running the economy. Don't only appreciate people that are spraying money or people that are brandishing their weight on social media platforms. This is what I want people to understand. That VDM is a role model. He's doing a great work. Let me stop here and you have a good day.